many druggings happen in Austin? An important question that really doesn't have a clear answer. KXAN's Brianna Hollis takes an in-depth look at this topic, telling us how cases are underreported and about the challenges police run into during those drugging investigations.
I was drugged downtown. My friend and I were recently drugged and robbed. Just scary to think about what could have happened. These are all emails and social media comments and messages we've gotten from people concerned about drugging in Austin. So looking into these cases proved to be a challenge. A lot of people who reached out to us saying they were drugged or their friends were drugged or they heard about druggings at a certain bar didn't respond to us when we reached out to ask for more information. There were some people who were interested in anonymous interviews but ultimately ended up backing out after we got something on the books. I want to stress here, this is very understandable. We understand it's a sensitive topic and a very traumatic situation. It just makes it so we don't always have enough information to bring these cases to police for more details.
Unfortunately, we do have staff members who've had these type of situations happen at other bars.
This take from Tasha Miller, a downtown bar owner, is actually one of the more detailed on-camera accounts we've gotten about the state of drugging culture in Austin. In September 2023, one woman anonymously shared a story of the night she says someone drugged her after sticking her with a needle. And this past January, APD put out a notice about a woman accused of drugging people downtown and stealing their credit cards.
People getting drugged or reporting that they were drugged.
As viewers keep asking us to dig into drugging culture, we took the topic to Austin police, who say tracking and investigating this crime comes with its own set of challenges. A primary one being the time-sensitive nature of getting a blood or urine test as evidence.
Oftentimes, depending on the substance, it will move through their body quicker.
So what about some concrete numbers? Well, we tried to track those down too, but APD says, 1, druggings are underreported, so the numbers wouldn't properly reflect reality. And 2, the department doesn't classify drugging as its own crime, but a component of another crime, like sexual assault or theft.
Often hard to come up with an exact number of people that were drugged while they were visiting an entertainment district.
But of course, that does not mean this crime doesn't exist. APD says it takes drugging investigations seriously and encourages anyone who believes they may have been drugged to reach out to the department via 911 or 311 as soon as possible. Brianna Hollis, KXAN News.
And going in depth right now, here's what you can do if you think you were drugged. Just to reiterate what Bree said, APD says the department can help facilitate a drug test if you report it to 911 or 311, and you can always choose not to pursue criminal charges down the line if you no longer wish to do so. You can also reach out to the Safe Alliance, who can help with evidence collection